Even more than his featherweight-like flourishes, it is his bravado and his outrageous antics that set him apart. No fighter has ever had the nerve to call the round of his next knockout. Clay is ready to fight his most impressive opponent so far, his former trainer, Archie Moore.
And this, at which you're looking, is the now nationally famous bus of the heavyweight champion of the world. Here is the Shine Inn, which is where the heavyweight champion has his training camp in preparation for the defense of his crown against Sonny Liston. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Words by trainer Drew Bundini, shirt by Stephen Fetchit. And of course, this is Angie Dundee, who is really the manager of the heavyweight champion of the world. And Angie, I trust you'll join me in commentary as we watch the champion work out. Angie, why against a light heavyweight?
Well, I wanted to see, this is a new wrinkle from the last fight. I wanted to see if he can outspeed a lighter man.
It appears to me that he's adopting the same tactics he did in the first fight, moving steadily to the left.
Well, there's no sense in changing success. My spies in Liston's camp tell me he's in great shape, which is good. I want him to knock out the best Liston's coach. This is what he will do come May 25th. He'll knock him out. He'll knock him out in 11 or 12 rounds.
Is there anything Liston can do to neutralize Clay's footwork?
Only thing Liston can do is try to get lucky.
Always keeps moving to the left. Fought that way the first time, the Jersey Joe and Sugar Ray technique.
Well, he can go the other way, too.
Where is this side-to-side action, Angie?
He'll show it to you. Here's your side-to-side. You asked me for it. There it is. All right, bang, he dropped the right hand in. Now, if that was in front of a bigger man, he would have surrounded him.
Well, Angie, that wraps up the champ's sparring for today. Just 2 rounds.
That's correct. He's there now, and we don't want to leave it here.
Thanks a million for your commentary, and with your permission, as soon as the champ robes up, I'll talk with him in the ring.
Great, thank you.
Good luck.
So now they're supposed to fight again. Ali and Liston in Boston. And I'm up in Boston. And I learned that night something that I pay the price for over and over and over again in my career as far as Ali is concerned. You can never, never leave his side.
This is the hotel where Muhammad Ali, or Cassius Clay as you will, the heavyweight champion of the world, is in training for the defense of his crown. We're just about ready for the champ to start sparring with Cody Jones. But before we do, let's talk for a couple of seconds with the famed Angelo Dundee, the champ's manager and trainer. Angie, I trust you'll be good enough as we show the champ in action to voice over, analyze what he's doing.
Well, it's always a pleasure to come to this time of the training program. We're riding the home stretch, and I'm happy to say he's there. He's ready to go.
Well, here we go. It's the champ in the white trunks against Cody Jones, and Angie Dundee, suppose you take over.
Well, I've got Cody slipping and moving forward, which I feel may be the style patterned by Patterson. As you see, he's moving and he's dancing, and he's in and out. The left hand is a big item. I think he has one of the best left hands in the business. It's a quick left hand, and he's in and out on you.
What's astonishing is the way he's grown in the shoulders and arms.
Well, yeah, he's maturing. Like I said, he's only 23. And a full growth of a heavyweight doesn't come till about 26. And he'll be fully matured at 26. There was a left hook right there. He missed it. Cody tried the leaping left hook and didn't land. Thank heaven.
People still ask, why does the champion keep his hands down as he fights, as he did against Liston? Why?
This is him. I mean, nobody's going to tell him how to fight. I mean, you can't knock success. He's been successful with it. How can you knock it? I'm not going to change it. I like it.
Undiscouraged by his close decision over Jones, loquacious Cassius Marcellus Clay keeps in shape to meet the winner of the tussle at Miami. At Bobby Gleason's Bronx, New York gymnasium, Cassius Marcellus spars with his brother, Rudolph Valentino Clay.
Another colorful British pub, appropriately entitled Noble Art. It's on Haverstock Hill in London. Behind this pub is the place where Muhammad Ali has trained to fight Brian London. The champion has been working much with the heavy bag to get his hands in shape. He did not do this for the Shaballo fight and paid dearly for it. Watching the workout, his brother Rahman Ali. Always the eye of the brother on the other brother. His name used to be Rudy Clay. The quickness of Clay's hands on the light bag is always a thing to behold, always a thing to attract the crowd. But this is what they really love, the ballet of the feet. Because as Georges Carpentier, the once great French light heavyweight, was wont to say, Clay, more than any other heavyweight in history, fights with his feet as much as with his wrists, shoulders, hands, arms.
The champion is now sparring with a British southpaw, Jack Bodell. I'm going to ask Angie Dundee to take over and tell us what he's doing.
Well, you're looking at the champ right now in the best condition that he's been in since his last 3 fights. That's hard to say because he won all of them, but he's at his peak.
This is not a bad exchange. He's given the champ a workout.
Always giving him an excellent workout, and he's giving him what I want. He's pitching at him from the wrong way because he is a southpaw.
Now, are you worried about the champ trying to change his style and move to the right? Notice he's been moving a little to the right during this workout instead of his natural style of moving to the left.
No, he'll move to the left like he did then. He'll naturally move to the left. And I think that'll counteract any southpaw slants. Now, the hook is what we're working on also, because a southpaw is susceptible to left hook, not only right hands.
You worried still about a foreign country decision against you?
Well, you know I am, because here I'm in a foreign country. The fellow's going to be for a hometown crowd. We got 2 foreign officials, only 1 American, so that adds 2 to 1, Howard.
Heavyweight champion Cassius Clay goes through the final stages of training for the defense of his title against Ernie Terrell. A rugged sparring partner tosses some heavy leather at the champ, forcing him to give ground. Experts predict that Terrell will prove to be the toughest opponent for Cassius so far. Clay's draft board says he could be drafted in February. 2 appeals for deferment have already been turned down. Cassius rattles off a bit of doggerel verse for the challenger, Terrell.
This is Angie Dundee, manager, trainer for that matter, of the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, or Cassius Clay as you will. The champion is about to spar with a lighter, smaller man, Jimmy Ellis, a light heavyweight, really, and Angie, why Ellis when Terrell is so big?
Well, we have a big man, but we're just working for speed today. We have a boy named Turnbull, goes 6'5½".
All right.
Meanwhile, we still got to stay fast.
All right, the boys are going at it, Angie. Take the mic, if you will, and call the shots.
Well, you're looking at the same thing. They're both moving for speed. In other words, what people are forgetting is one thing. My man's no midget. He's 6'4" now, and he uses his height to full advantage.
Is he concentrating on the fight or worried about all the publicity and the problems with the military?
When he comes into the gym, business goes on as usual.
That's when he comes into the gym, Angie, but is he concentrating on other things outside the gym?
He's concentrating on the fight. He knows he's got a tough fight in Terrell. He wants to be ready for it.
Very concerned with his condition, dedicated to being in shape. Of course, speed is his forte, and that's what he works on in these workouts. Jimmy Ellis is sparring mate. And how about this training routine? I asked the champ, do you ever get tired of all the training?
It's a grind. Training is a grind. This is one reason I'm not hit. This is one reason no one can't hit me, because I train hard and I do a lot of road work. I'm ranked as history's fastest heavyweight by all the boxing scientists.
And now the sparring session. He and Jimmy Ellis, who will be on the card earlier, fighting Johnny Pearsall, grew up together in Louisville. They know one another. Ellis, as you will see, is fast in his own right. The champion, wearing the protective headgear and the abdominal protector, too, constantly works on his shiftiness, his speed, in and out, the float concept, and occasionally the sting. Neither one tries to hurt each other in this session. Just sharpen up the speed, the reflexes. The champion who fights so constantly doesn't need the heavy whip. Just keep the edge honed. I suspect he intends to come in about 204, 205. On the toes, and you will notice, too, the way he just slips the punches. Angie Dundee, down at ringside, watched everything, and I asked him, is there going to be any change in the strategy for the fight with Foley?
Well, yes, there's got to be a big change, because this fellow's catch quick, you make a mistake and he makes you pay for it, and he can put you on the floor. So there's going to be a lot of change in strategy, and you'll see it in the incoming fight.
Right. Thank you, Angelo Dundee. Finally, after the workout, we got a chance to talk to the champion himself.
First time we see you,
Yep, ready to get him. What are we gonna do? Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Oh, rumble young.
This is God's act. We just actors in it. If Jesus was here, everybody would want his autograph, and if films was around when he was around, they'd be filming him. The only thing, this is a sport. That's why you walk and talk to him.
Ollie trained for the fight with Foreman at Deer Lake, Pennsylvania. He trained very hard for that fight.
One more.
And he had very good sparring partners. Larry Holmes was one of his sparring partners. I was struck with how well he'd actually handled Ollie in their sparring session. He'd dominated Ollie. That wasn't uncommon. Ollie very often would not show his best stuff with his sparring partners, but in fact would work on his weaknesses. He'd go against the ropes and he'd let people pummel him, very heavy hitters who were sort of clumsy. He'd let them bang away at him. It was as if he wanted to train his body to receive these messages of punishment and absorb them faster than other fighters could absorb them.
True significance.
I'm a speed demon. I'm a brain fighter. I'm scientific. I'm artistic. I plan my strategy. He's a bull. I'm the matador. He's scared to death. He's scared to death. He wish he could get out of the whole thing. He wish he could get out of the whole thing. When I look at him, the man is fighting. He's meeting his master, his teacher, his idol. Right. So, when I talk to work, I'm in shape.
Ollie had announced he was going to dance.
And he doesn't try to hide his condition. He goes out and lets the whole world see it. He doesn't feel sorry for himself, and there's really no reason for anybody else to feel sorry for him. He loves being Muhammad Ali. He truly believes that he's doing God's work, and he's as happy with each day as anybody I know.
Back up, sucker. Back up. Come get me, sucker. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Follow me, son. No, I'm not there. I'm here. What? Sucker, you ain't got nothing.